I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. A more serious case of sexual harassment, more than the one in the Senate, is taking place at Ehamufu in Ebonyi State. Fulani headsmen are attacking our women in the bush, defiling them. After defiling them, they will insert wood into their genitalia. That can cause serious consequences of vesicovaginal fistula, infections, and everything. And they are macheting our men in the bush in a Hamefu. And we should take this more seriously instead of wasting our time in the Senate for over frivolities. The Senate president, the governor of Ebonyi State, the eastern governors should sit up. They should sit up. Our security agencies, instead of running after bloggers and handing them over to DSS and arresting people for cyberbullying, while our mothers are being defiled and killed in the bush at a Hamufu. We should sit up as a nation. I happen to have known the bishop of the Anglican Communion there from the time he was a priest in Mina in Niger State. And I was invited to go and preach at a Hamufu more than 25 years back or thereabout. Very peaceful community. We did that program outside, late into the night. We cannot allow this to continue. What does it really take to enforce security? What does it really take? If we take a team of the police, the army, the DSS, the National Security Defense, one thing, and add about 20, 30,000 vigilante volunteers, equip them, they will comb all the bushes in Ebonyi State. In 1 month, 2 months, this rubbish will stop. And it can be repeated all over the country. We can't continue like this. I was watching a video of a lecturer that told a student to get out of his lecture hall and that she should never come to the lecture hall. And then the girl walked out. After the girl walked out, he asked the students, what is the purpose of the law? And somebody eventually answered, justice. Then he asked them what he did to the girl by telling the girl to get out without the girl doing anything. Was it justice? They said no. Then he asked them a simple question. Why didn't any of you complain or protest or stop me? And he told them that we usually feel that it does not concern us, but that if injustice is done to one person and we don't complain, that the day it will be done to us, no person will complain. We all are vulnerable. A policeman was kidnapped between Abuja and Kaduna Road or so. Retired Director General of NYSC was kidnapped in Katsina State. He has not been released. Afenifere youth leader was kidnapped. They demanded for 100 million. I don't know how he was released. In Abuja, all parts of the country, we can't continue like this. We can't continue like this. The governor of Enugu State, the eastern governors, the eastern leaders must stand up and ensure that our people live in peace. If not, something drastic is going to happen that can provoke something beyond what we're imagining now. Imagine that young people go out and start attacking Fulanis within Abakaliki and all those places in in Ebonyi and Enugu states. Before you know it, a civil crisis has started. Let's end it now before we turn to Rwanda. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. The Vex. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to register for our webinar. Enough is enough.